All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today we are diving deep into a really strange and honestly fascinating story. It's about a band that's basically become a modern musical mystery. I mean, they've topped charts, critics love them, but when you try to figure out who these people actually are, well, that's a whole other saga. So you might think, okay, I'll just look them up. But here's the thing. Getting any solid info is, well, it's not easy. Because when you try to actually ask the people involved, you get some, let's call them interesting responses. This is not your typical media-trained band. No way. It's like they've built this wall of pure chaos around themselves. I mean, just look at this exchange with Sam, one of the key members. Someone asked for an interview, and the response is, no, because I hate you. That's it. It's not just a no comment. It is a blunt, personal shutdown. There's zero PR spin here, just raw, totally unexplained hostility. And then you've got this from Robbie, another collaborator. The question is about the band, and the answer is accusing the interviewer of destroying the environment with an AI video. It's just completely bizarre, a total deflection that makes absolutely no sense. And you start to wonder if that's the whole point. And to top it all off, here's Liam, another member, who just sarcastically suggests, hey, why don't you just tell AI to make something up? So you have this perfect trio of responses, right? All of them seem designed to confuse you, to deflect, to push you away. So what is the real story here? What's going on behind this wall of secrecy? Okay, so to even begin to understand where all this hostility and these, cryptic messages are coming from, we've got to go back, way back to the very beginning. You see, this band, Jaucquel Tibough, or JT as they're often called, they didn't have your classic origin story. They didn't form in some dusty garage or a fancy studio. Nope. It was all born from this one simple, totally spontaneous moment between two friends just hanging out on a Discord call. And it all started with this, right here, this drawing. The founding member, Jack Beck, was just, messing around on Microsoft Paint, and he creates this thing, this railway to the future. But for the other founder, Henry Bjork, who, by the way, was already a successful musician behind the rapper Fist Crazy, it was like a light bulb went off, an instant, powerful source of inspiration. And this is literally how Bjork described it. He said it was like, a lightning bolt came down and struck me down with knowledge. He didn't just see a random doodle, no, he saw a perfect album cover. And he immediately told Beck, you need to make one, right now, for a new project. And things just moved at lightning speed from there. Beck comes back with this really abstract, striking cover, these sharp pink lines, and a title that, get this, has a typo in it, but they just kept it. They thought it added to the whole mystery. Bjork saw it, got inspired, and immediately wrote a piece of music to match that whole vibe. And just like that, their first single, When Do Kittens Lease When They Come Back Home, drops in February 2025 and becomes this instant, massive success, topping charts all over the world. Okay, so now the pressure is on, right? Are they just a one-hit wonder? Well, just 2 months later, they drop a 5-song EP that basically screams, no way! It proved they were the real deal, expanding their sound and showing off this just stunning musical range. The EP was called The Terror of the Tubes, and it really does showcase their incredible range. I mean, you've got one song, Like a Prism, built around a single guitar with a cool delay effect, and then the next one, Gash's Mutiny of Sicily, is a piece written for a string quartet. The cover art, again by Beck, is these 4 pink stick figures sharing this one long, kinda creepy smile. But it was the final track on the EP, Red Eye Berry, that really, really got the critics talking. So yeah, the song's called Red Eye Berry, and there's this one music critic, a Dr. R.E. Berry. I mean, you can't make this up. The shared initials were this wild coincidence for him, but it was the music itself that really hit home and created this incredibly profound connection. And here's what's so brilliant about it. The song is a total masterclass in transformation. It actually takes a sample from this really scary Minecraft horror mod, which is also called Red Eye Berry, and it completely flips it. It turns something terrifying into one of the most beautiful pieces of music. Just incredible. And as if that wasn't enough, it features a killer verse from the rapper Fist Krasi. The layers here are just amazing. So you've got this huge, critically acclaimed EP, and then just 2 days later, bam, a new single drops completely out of nowhere. And with this one song, the entire world of Jaucquel Tibough just got a whole lot bigger. The band literally went from 2 core members to 5. Just like that. The duo of Beck and Bjork expanded to include Samuel Ostrander, his twin brother William, and Robert Bell III. Their first track as a 5-piece was Sammy O's Birthday Bash, and this was huge because it was co-written by Sam, which was a first for the band. It wasn't just Bjork anymore. And the song itself, it perfectly shows off their new complexity. It starts as this fun 80s-inspired synth rock track for Sam's birthday, but then, out of nowhere, it completely shifts into this beautiful, kind of sad, reflective orchestral piece. It's like a whole story in one song. So now you've got this brand new 5-piece band. They go straight to Bjork's home studio and start recording. And the result? Their first full studio album, Many Faces. An album that is the perfect embodiment of their unique, brilliant, chaotic energy. And this album is just, it's as wonderfully strange as you'd expect. For example, on the track Dialing, Jack Beck wanted a sax solo, but they didn't have a sax. So what does he do? He just performs one with his mouth, a mouth saxophone, and it's perfect. Then you have Vile Pork, named after the mobile game Bad Piggies because it's Liam's favorite. The best one might be Lore Drop, which is this heavy metal track where they literally just retell the lore from Skibbity Toilet and FNAF. And there's even an epic song about farming called Wheat, Soy, and Corn that was apparently approved by the Farmers Association of South Dakota. It's pure, brilliant chaos. And this quote from Bjork and Sam just says it all. They claimed they carried the album because Beck and Liam were just on their phones the whole time. Jack scrolling through reels looking at, and I quote, goth girls, while Liam was playing Bad Piggies. And that right there perfectly captures their whole process. It's this exact mix of focused genius and totally distracted chaos. And that's what makes our sound. So, okay. After all that, this history of just pure spontaneous creation, bizarre lore, chart-topping hits, you have to ask, what could possibly come next? Well, for a band like this, the whirlwind journey is far from over. And the story is definitely set to continue. We know that as of August 6, 2025, the band has officially started work on a brand new studio album. And what's really crucial this time is that all 5 members are involved in the writing process. This is promising to be their most collaborative work yet. And that really brings us to the central paradox of Jaucquel Tibough, doesn't it? On one hand, you have this rich, documented history of incredible creativity and collaboration. But on the other, they present this hostile, super mysterious face to the world. They're like an open book and a locked box, all at the same time. So as this new album gets closer, the real question is, will they finally step into the light and let the world in? Or are they just going to pull that curtain even tighter and deepen their own myth?